Good afternoon. Thank you, WBS and Trescon, for having me here. My name is Mahesh Chand. I'm a founder of Sharp Platform. And we are, as you all know, we are solving one of the biggest problem in crypto and Web3 is user adoption. We already have planned to have almost 100 million users. And what we're doing is we are building these applications and which are meaningful as well as they are for real world, users looking to solve their problems. And how are we doing that is using Sharp Platform. As I said, it solves a bunch of problems. We are using AI and blockchain for that. But what we have is a Sharp token is behind this as the fuel running the whole platform, which is learn to earn and spend to grow. We are focusing on human growth and mostly around starting with e-learning. How are we doing that? We have several partners, and our first partner, which I started, is a community of software developers. During pandemic, I started a while ago. During pandemic, this community grew almost 30 million users, all programmers around the globe. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to motivate, incentivize these users to learn newer technologies, even get better at what they do day by day. If you look at our users on that platform, they are almost identical to what crypto holders are. So what I'm saying here is we have younger audience. They are usually students or younger programmers who are learning programming day by day. Well, how are we using this Sharp token? As I said, learn to earn. People on our platform, what they do, they contribute, they write articles, they share their code, they share project. Based on that, they are going to earn the tokens. Once they earn the tokens, now they can spend these tokens on their growth. They can go for training, certifications, and now we have this amazing profiles where all their work will be highlighted on their profiles, where I can see, oh, this guy is a student, he's learned this training in Angular or Web3 or Solana, whatever it is. We also have a very cool use case of code as NFT. Because a lot of developers, I am programmer by trade, what they do is they build these software and they share open source, but some of these companies use them and nobody gets paid. Look at GitHub. There's a lot of developers are leaving because they were supposed to make at least some money from that, some support from the contributors. So we have something called code as NFTs. So what we are really doing in sense is we are gamifying the whole e-learning and growth so we can move things faster. We're also using AI big time, and we have our own Sharp GPT, which helps when you're contributing code to our platform. AI is going to look at and say, you know what, this is great, but your code is written in old language. There are also some security holes in it. Oh, by the way, I think you need to improve. There's a performance issue as well. That's the reason a lot of code is being contributed is by these young developers. They don't understand the whole the use case and architecture behind that. So our goal is to make these developers better from day one. We also have AI mentors, trainer, advisors. They will guide you. They will become your one-on-one pretty much advisor and guide you towards a goal. For example, somebody says, oh, I'm a developer. I want to become an architect. Now this advisor is actually going to drive you one by one. So this is our Sharp, as you can see, architecture here. We also have a small language model. This is very unique to our users and our data. It's not available publicly. So we curate that, and that's where we have we also use public LLMs as well as our SLM. So this is our tokenomics look like. As you can see, majority are really for community rewards as well as for partners and marketers. This is, and we are raising now, raising funds. We are in fundraising fund. We have very solid, strong team coming from large enterprises. A lot of them, most of them are US based. They have built their system. They work for large corporations. I can go on and go on, but again, we only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to move these things faster. We are raising money now, and if anybody's interested here, we can definitely engage. I'm here. We also have a booth. With that said, we have more communities besides this, the C# corner. We have youth. We have sports athletes. We have partnered with a bunch of colleges, and we are expanding that even more. We also have a community of 40 million travelers. Our goal is to use the same platform for multiple communities. And then eventually, once we master this in a couple of communities, then it will be available for publicly. My background, again, I'm a programmer. I have written programming books when I was young, not anymore. I'm a former Microsoft regional director, and I'm here to take a few questions. Thank you.
Referring to the slide on community numbers, right? Can you elaborate a bit more on what essentially do you mean by you have actually all these communities that you're working with? Is there specific partnerships or key leaders in these communities that you're currently working with, or at least planning to work with?
Yes, so C# Corner, I founded that. That's my community. I founded in '99, and over the organically it grew without spending $0. I was running an IT consulting firm in the US. I founded several companies, all in IT. But that community was just a hobby, it's running its own. Just people are just learning, sharing their code in articles and blog. So we have, during pandemic, we launched live TV and other things. We do conferences all around software development. So that grew its own, and during pandemic, when we saw 30 million users, we said, you know what, we need to do something meaningful here. And how do we make these developers learn new technology, new cutting edge, especially Web3? How do we get them to Web3? So this is how we are launching. So it will motivate them to learn newer technologies as well as get better at what they do every day. Other companies, I've been advisor to them, or I help them architect those. So I'm a startup advisor for the last 15 years. I work with almost 50 companies, and those three are the communities. One is in foster care, one is in athletes, other one is travel. So these are all very close partnerships with us.
Very impressive background. I'm actually really curious about the chain agnostic part. By chain agnostic, which blockchains do you currently support? Are you exploring just EVM ecosystems or also ecosystems that are non-EVM? And the reason I'm asking this is because I'm from ELF Ventures, so we are the ecosystem fund of ELF, and I think what really stands out to me is that for ELF, we are a blockchain that pretty much supports only the C# language. So it's very exciting to see your past experience in C#.
That's great. So we are supporting EVM, right? We are launching our first token on Polygon, but we also have worked with Near, Algorand, Stratus, and few others. We already have. The idea is, if you come as a community and say, you know what, this is great, but I want to launch mine on, I launch my NFTs on, say, Near or on Solana. We have already team. We have all the, it's almost like configurations, like you build a product and say, oh, do I want to connect to SQL Server or MySQL, which database you want? You just go on the back end, you set it up. So, I'm happy to take more detailed answers, questions after this, but my time is over. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.